Well, hello everybody, it's Richard here. Welcome back to the channel, and it's Saturday the 30th of May. Another splendid day, absolutely amazing day in paradise today. The weather's been really warm, about 26 degrees, and so much so that I've been relaxing as much as possible, though I have been doing one or two things, and gave my Ford Mondeo, Mondi as I call him, a good wash today, covered in all this fine dust, like desert sand stuff that I've been experiencing the last week or so. And so yesterday, a day when I wasn't doing an upload broadcast, I gave my Spider a clean as well, and took Passio, as I call him, round the block for a bit of a burn with the top down, which was lovely. I mean, it was such a lovely warm afternoon. The best time to have a convertible is actually when the weather's nice, not too much breeze about, and you can feel the sun and hear the engine. Don't need the radio on, and I just love the note that he produces, and with that lovely exhaust. So it's been great. But Mondi's had a bit of a wash, and then I've been out to the petrol station, and I almost forgot about COVID-19. I know this whole thing is about COVID, but I almost forgot. And I got to the petrol station, filled up, and some for the motor mower as well. Two different types of petrol I had to quickly add. And then of course I had to queue up, and I thought, oh, of course, yes, you have to queue up, and there's no more 5 people in the petrol station to pay, which I thought was something, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, managed it all, and it's been a really lovely day. So just to update you what's going on in the press, we've had the briefing from Oliver Dowden, who's the Culture Secretary today, and also Professor Jonathan Van Dan, my best friend, I don't think, who gave an overview of the what's going on in terms of COVID. Yesterday, just to update you for yesterday, because obviously I'm doing alternate days now, so if you're watching, don't forget just to press the bell so you know when I'm next broadcasting. Yesterday we had 38 deaths, 38,161 deaths, and today it's gone up to 38,376, so that's 215 more people have passed away, sadly. And there's 2,000 more tests have been completed, and 2,445 new cases in total. The ONS, the Office of National Statistics in the UK, reckons that it's about 45,000 really, but those ones are people that have not had a definite diagnosis of COVID-19, so there is a bit of a health warning with that, but all the same, things are moving on. Yesterday there was an announcement that the furlong, that's the employee support scheme, is going to be slightly altered. Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor, was saying, and that's going to end up with in September things are going to be changing. I won't bore you with too much details, but it means that employers that are now furlong their staff, they only pay the government pay 80, the employer pays 20%. It's going to alter slightly, and the employer will be paying a bit more contribution, including the first phase of that will be the national insurance and pension that we have in the UK. By October it will be going down to a 60-30 split, and then it will finish at the end of October. There is some thought there'll be a larger amount of redundancies and people being unemployed on that. It's a bit worrying there. I know my brother, for example, who lives in Northampton, will be going back to work next week. He works in the equine industry, and so he's been off, but he's going back next Tuesday, and so to a very nice stable that he works in up there. Okay, so that's that one. That's the press. The record of the day today, yes, the record of the day is this record. It came out in 1933, and it's by one of my best band leaders, Lew Stone, who I've got a very nice book about, and it's Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf, and it's a novelty foxtrot, and it's from Walt Disney's The Three Little Pigs, and it's with vocal refrain. I thought Al Bowley was on here, and in fact I say that at the beginning of the record. That's not quite true. It's mainly Lew Stone himself. And the B-side I'm playing today is The Three Trees. Interesting record this, because when I played it that way, there's a buckle there. It's sort of buckled bow shape. I don't know what happened obviously not with me, but it does play all right. The tone arm on the Decca 73 tends to move back and forward a bit more, and it does, but luckily the spindle in the centre holds it all right. The other side, this side, the three trees, actually plays better because it's bow shaped onto the flat onto the turntable. But yeah, very nice record. Had it a while, and came with a collection some time ago, and yeah, quite enjoyed listening to that. So enjoy that. That's that. The other thing is that the flower garden, the 10 solar leaf string lights, I put those up, and I'll show you a photograph. They are sitting in the window there, and they're a solar panel which charges up during the day. Is sitting on a couple of the Sony speakers, along with the little lamp that I have in the corner that's also solar, and they look really nice. So I'll put some couple of photographs that there for you. The other thing to say is that this parcel arrived today. This is the armrest for Horatio, my Abarth, and so as I haven't actually fitted it yet, I thought perhaps I'd share it with you. I'll put some photographs up as well. And in the box, they have really a good box actually. You have the actual item itself. So let me take these things out. It's not exactly an unboxing, but you could almost say, well, it was almost. Oh, yes, that's the bit there. I'm really impressed with the people that sent it, and they sent the invoice with it as well. I was impressed with the company that actually, let me just get that out of the way, that actually I've been in touch with a chap called Dave, and he wanted to make sure that the item was actually correct, that it would fit the right car. Apparently the Fiat 500 Abarth 595 in 2016, the model I've got, I do know this, the model I've got, there was a facelift, and so the rear light clusters are slightly different from the older model, and some of the instrumentation changed as well. But he was a bit concerned because the cup holders of which this fits into to secure it did also alter, but I've got the right one. And so what happens is this piece, this tower, I suppose, yeah, this bit fits into the cup holder, and I put some photographs on there so you can see that. And then the so you secure this bit with these 4 bolts, which all the screws come here, 1, 2, 3, 4, either side of the cup holder that sits in the centre aisle. Remember I said to you last time. And then this part screws onto here, so like yes, that way, like that. So, and then that is the armrest between the two of you, so it's sort of like here. And then you've got the added advantage of there's a place to put coins and a really nice rubber mat in there, so it won't rattle when the car's driving along. And you can also lift the armrest up, so for example you can lift it up, so if you need to. And the benefit is that the handbrake, which is in between there, actually doesn't foul the handbrake. It's very clever. So I'm looking forward to fixing that probably tomorrow now, knowing what time it is today. What's the time? Oh, 5:30, so it's getting on a bit. But yeah, and when I've done it, I'll make sure I take some photographs and I'll share that with you as well. But I just thought to show you that. The whole thing was a total of £64, quite expensive, but I think it's worth the investment because when you're driving along journeys, you need to be able to put, I think you need to be able to put your arm on an armrest. I've got that with my other 2 cars, and it's a real added advantage. So I think that was all I was going to talk about today, really. Apart from that, haven't been doing much else. Didn't go running today. Went running yesterday. It was a really lovely day yesterday, and went for a run and really enjoyed that. Yeah, so I think that was it really. But thank you very much for your comments, everybody. Thank you for being so understanding, particularly those people who have sent me messages. One of my YouTubers, Rob Parsons, suggested I play 2 records, so as I'm only doing a broadcast every other day, and so I've done that today. I've played both sides of the Lew Stone record here, so the Monsignor band, which used to play at the Monsignor restaurant in London. It's no longer there, but I've been to where it used to be, and that was in 1933. So yeah, so 2 records there, and thank everybody else for their comments, and so Andrew also, who commented at great length. That's very kind of you. And also just a shout out to Steve Rose, who has sorted himself out with a new Maxitone sound box for his gramophone, his HMV 101, and I've responded back to you, Steve. Hopefully that's sufficient. Always happy to enter into conversations with people, and look forward to your comments back. So I'll see you, the next time I see you will in fact be Monday. Well, Monday will be, I think, the 1st of, let's just have a look at the calendar. Yeah, Monday will be the 1st of June. 1st of June, I can't believe the summer is going so fast. We've got quite a busy week coming up next week, particularly towards the end of the week, but hopefully that won't interrupt things too much work-wise. Until we meet again, take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. On the Decca label, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? A novelty foxtrot from the Disney film The Three Little Pigs, Lew Stone and the Monsignor Band with vocal refrain from Al Bowley. Enjoy. This is Decca F3697.
Number one was very gay, and he built his house with hay. With a hay, hay toot, he blew on his flute, and he played around all day. Number two was fond of jig, and so he built his house with twigs. Hey, little, little, he played on his fiddle, and danced with Lady Pig. Number three said, next on tricks, I will build my house with bricks. He had no chance to sing and dance, 'cause work and play don't mix. Ha, 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 the two little pigs just laughed and laughed, ha, ha. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? La 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 la.
On the Decca label, Supreme record, The Three Trees, Lew Stone and the Monsignor Band from their novelty foxtrot. Enjoy.
going to tell you a little bedtime story written by a very tall man with a long moustache and a little curl at each end. There was once a desert, and it had 3 trees, there, and there, with a pool of water over there. A little antelope trips across the desert and drinks at the pool of water there. Between the 3 trees, there, and there. A lion's roar is heard in the distance, but the little antelope just went on drinking at the pool of water. Between the 3 trees, there, and there. The lion's roar is heard nearer, and with a crash, he bounds over the desert. But the little antelope, still drinking at the pool of water, between the 3 trees, there, and there, just turns his head and scampers off into safety. Now the lion, cheated of his prey, uses bad language, such as and then goes back to his family. And the 3 trees are still there, and there, and the pool of water over there, and there's silence once more over the desert. Good night, children.